Hey, Fernando in Baltimore, Maryland. Be more. Matthew here at freeprescriptionlenses.com. And with the help of my GoPro camera, I'm going to show you how I cut a pair of clear non-prescription fashion lenses for your new Gucci 1008 in the color 51N, which is the shiny black with the red and green temples and the 55 eye size. So let's begin. I'm going to take everything out of the original packaging as Gucci sends it to me. This is your frame. It comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together while it's being, and you're going to get all the manufacturer's original packaging, but as I was saying, while it's being shipped from Italy, because all Gucci's are made in Italy. And again, this is the Gucci 1008 in the 51 eye size, I'm sorry, color 51N in the 55 eye size. So this is the frame. It is one of my best-selling men's frames right now. Classic red green. And let's go ahead and I'm going to pop the lenses out, one of which says Gucci on it. And of course, you're going to receive all the manufacturer's original packaging as they send it to me, so you know it's authentic. But now that your lenses are out, I'm going to take your frame, put it into the tracing element of my edger, and hit start. A little stylus is going to pop up, and it's going to program what shape to cut. It's going to go around and trace the inside of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy genuine, authentic Gucci frame, and you will receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription, or in this case, Fernando, non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. In this case, not prescription. 2 in one night, a pair of Versace's and now this banging pair of Gucci's. So that is the shape of the lens I'll be cutting, only magnified. That green outline is the shape that I will be cutting tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get your lenses ready. Now these are your clear lenses. I'm going to take them out of the original packaging that they come in. Take out the first lens. I'm going to set it up there on the platform. Let's do the same thing now for the second lens. Now this is a block, or as I like to call them, Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens so it'll hold in place in the, woohoo, it's trying to get away from me. So I need to use 2 double-sided adhesive stickers, of which I'll grab up here. The black side is the sticky side. I'm going to stick this onto the first block, stick this onto the second block, and pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Now on the back is a little silver button that is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice tonight. The first time is hold it in place into something magnetical here in the arm. I'm going to stick that in there. Now these are your lenses. If they were prescription, I would go down to my lensometer, put 3 dots on your lenses to know that it's oriented in there just right. But because these are non-prescription, it does not matter. As long as I cover the outline of that green lens, I cannot be anywhere missing it. Of course, the machine will tell me that I messed up, but this is what makes it easy. Just put the lens on the platform, hit the button, and the arm's going to come down and place the block onto the first, which will make this the right lens. Let's do the same thing now for your second lens, the left lens. Grab the other block, pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Make sure this magnet lines up with that one. Make sure the lens is in its place. Hit the button, the arm comes down and places the block onto the left lens. Now this is the edger. This is what costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out and buy their own. Then you won't need this guy anymore and his bad jokes cutting glasses for you. But the edger, well, the cutting wheel is over here on the far right for now. It's going to move to the center while it is in play. But it's going to act like a heavy grit sandpaper, this wheel will, to wash away, to grind away your lens material until it's the final size. This wheel in the center with that little channel, that valley, that's what's going to put the bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. Now the magnet, that silver little button, is going to do its job a second tonight. Second time it's going to hold it in place into the chuck, or if you've seen my videos, I like to call it the Charles, because I don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. So I'm going to wake up the computer to tell it what size shape. That was the Versace that was just on there. Now we're going to cut the Gucci. That is the shape of the lens. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic or Trivex, I would select that. But I always like to work with polycarbonate. I do not want to polish the edge of your lenses. I do not want to put a bevel on the front surface, the convex surface of the lens. I only do that for semi-rimless or completely rimless frames. And I am going to put a bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. And that concludes your vocabulary lesson of the day. Ding! Turn the page. Hit the green button, the door closes, the clamp shuts, and then the lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around programming the shape into the computer. And then the old carpenter saying, measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. And of course, Fernando, in this one you're going to have no edge thickness because these are non-prescription. Now if you see light flickering in the background, that is water there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off of the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic and high index plastic cut wet. Now, as I mentioned, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. Polycarb is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. It is virtually unbreakable. Your lenses are bulletproof up to 22 caliber and have both UVA, that's ultraviolet A, ultraviolet B protection, as well as a premium scratch coating. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin. So you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun. This is permanent and never needs to be reapplied. Now, this little arm that's coming out with the spinning wheel on the end of it, that's what's applying the safety bevel to the rear surface of the lens. The other nice thing about your lenses are, it's aspheric. Aspheric simply means not spherical. A spherical lens is round in every direction. Aspheric lenses are designed to fit today's flatter curvature frames. Now when you buy lenses from people online, they charge you for plastic lenses, which is no bueno. If you want the thinner, lighter weight, unbreakable, bulletproof lenses, they charge you an upgrade fee for that. And then when you want the aspheric, flatter curvature lenses, so you don't have that ugly cosmetic fishbowl appearance, they charge your 3rd upgrade fee for that, which is triple no bueno. Open up, open up. I'm going to grab a paper towel to dry the lens off. But you get all that for me. Polycarbonate lenses at no charge. The aspheric lenses at no charge. Now to mount your lenses, I'm going to tuck them in at the outside corner first. Using my thumbs, I press down the nose and it snaps right in. Let's do the same thing now for the left lens. We're going to flip that over to L. And I'm going to put this in where the magnet is on top. Into the chuck. Hit the green start button. The door closes. The clamp shuts. And then the lens is going to be traced by the 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. And you can see as it's going around, as my finger is showing you that shape in the background. There we go, back to the top. And as always, measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing for the best cosmetic look possible. And you have no edge thickness because these are non-prescription lenses, and this plastic hides edge thickness better than most anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and pop this block off. Now the nice thing about Gucci, of course, they all come with the Gucci bag with the chain, the kissing G's as they call them, the braided chain, made in Florence, which is Italian for Florence, established in 1921. I do know a little bit about Florence, Italy. I honeymooned there when I got married. Great, great place. Now, also, the accoutrements, this is all that you get with the Gucci frames. You get your Gucci case, your Italian leather Gucci case that looks like it got run over and flattened. You get the Gucci cleaning cloth and the card of authenticity, which also has, following the same theme, the braided chain with the kissing G's. And inside is the card of authenticity that you can register your product with Gucci if you so desire. But I'm going to put everything back in there. Now your case, as I mentioned, does store flat. And oh man, oh, I wish you could smell that Italian leather. That just makes it. That is quality right there. But it stores flat to fit in your pocket or the inside of your chest pocket on your coat whenever you go out. And then when you want to use it, it unsnaps, unfolds, and then each side pops out. Of course, in the plush felt here, you have the braided chain with the kissing G's on there as well. But when you want to use it, just unfold, tuck your Gucci's in there, and then it will snap shut. And that's how you use it. But let me pop this back out so that I can get your left lens ready. We're going to take that out, dry it off. Just want to inspect it, make sure there's no optical debris around the edge of the lenses. We're going to tuck the lens in at the outside. I've rotated the frame to the side that's empty closest to me. I tuck it in at the outside corner using my thumbs, press down at the nose, it snaps right in. I'm going to go ahead and take the block off. That is no longer needed. Dry this a little bit more. Now, if these were prescription lenses, I would come down here to my Marco 101 lensometer. I can go ahead and turn that off for the night, but I would verify that the prescription is cut perfectly. But because this is non-prescription, I don't need to. But I do want to go ahead and mention that when you get these in the mail, Fernando, in Baltimore, and of course free shipping anywhere in the United States, but when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That is because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I'm no exception. I'm part of that 80%, and I'll show you in just a moment. But because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. And when I take mine off and I press down, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. So, because I have one ear that is higher than the other. And for those of you keeping score at home, I am wearing the Gucci 2248 in color 4VD, which has the blue rubber, and then it has the blue-red band on the side. And of course, I got to get that blue-red watch band to go on my watch, and then I'll be banging. But that's mine. So, all right, let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing, yo. All right, flip these over, press down, there is no wobble, close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, and they're not askew, and the same amount of tension on each one. I want to go ahead and clean them. Now, I'm also going to provide you with one of my own premium microfiber cleaning cloths. Now, as I mentioned, you do get the one from Gucci, and with every purchase I have put in instructions not only how to care for your eyeglass frames and lenses so they last you for years, but also for your Gucci cloth, my cleaning cloth, and that your case, so it too will last you for years. No other seller on the internet is doing that. I also provide a selfie request to have your picture on the website. You don't have to, but Fernando, I would love to have you modeling these new Gucci's, the 1008. But again, final inspection. I always get a kick when doing this. I do this every day, but I still think it's funny that I'm using your cleaning cloth. But I like to say I field test every cleaning cloth to make sure that it works before I ship it to you. So when you open this up and you got a little wrinkle in there, hey, you know it works. So that's that. If anyone has any questions, just email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com or simply click the contact me button on the website. Fernando in Baltimore, Maryland. Be more representing. I hope you enjoyed watching as I cut clear lenses for your Gucci 1008 color 51N in the 55 eye size, and hopefully everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.